What's up, y'all? It's Lori the Bike Chick from Simpson's Fitness and Adventure Sports in White House, Texas. This is the Marlin series by Trek. It is considered their intro bike. These bikes are $13 or $1,300 and under, and this is the most basic one, starting at $599. They have done some incredible changes. They put a bigger tire on here. The other one was a 29 by 2.2. This is a 29 by 2.4. So this is the older gen. It's a smaller tire. It's a 2.0, and this is a 4.0. You can tell how meaty it is compared to the ones that are older. So definitely the newer one is nice and meaty. This is more of a mountain bike tire. This is the same tire that they're putting, or the width, same tire that I run on my race bike, and it's the same tire that they're putting on, you know, a lot of bikes that are like an intro full suspension bike, or it's more meaty, so you have more tire on the ground at all times. For the first time in history, it is a one bike, so you're gonna be shifting on one side. So you're just gonna make it easy or hard. You're not gonna be shifting on both sides. So if you're coming down bottom of the hill and you know that you're about to crest the top of the hill, you're not having to shift over here into a small little gear. It's like spin out and waiting for you to find, you know where you can actually get going again. It's just more it's also more simplicity, so you're not having to worry about having the actual front derailleur mess up. So you're only dealing with the back. It's a basic bike. I would probably suggest getting, a different seat on there that has a hole in the middle to relieve the pressure. Obviously hydraulic disc brakes. Now everything's hydraulic disc brakes, and now everything is one bike in the entire Trek line of bikes. If you want something with the dropper, go with the Marlin 7, and I did possibly see this. Their Marlin 6 is gonna have a dropper, I think. So I was at the Trek factory and I actually saw Marlin 6s with droppers. And that's when you can start going tubeless, because this has a tube in it. So you're always gonna have to have like a higher, air pressure in this. If you go up, at least level 6 and up, you can remove the tube, you can actually reduce the air pressure where that tire gives, so you're adding suspension to the bike. And if you get a Thor and keep rolling, you're actually adding about, maybe an inch to half an inch more suspension in the bike if you can go with the level 6 and up. Very big tires, so the more tire patch that you have on the ground, then the less kick-up that you're gonna have on the bike. And if you can bring yourself to get a 6, then you can make it tubeless later and get a different tire that's tubeless ready, where it's thicker on the side and snaps in really good. And the 6 is this one, which I'm putting out. It is right at 1,000, but it comes with a tube, but later you can make it tubeless. This is a nice feature right here. It prevents the chain from hitting your frame and making like a loud noise, and it's just a lot quieter. Like, there was one of my bikes, it had started coming off because this was just tape, or not tape, but like glued here, and not like this is gonna stay. This is snapped on all the way around, so this is gonna really stay on. Wow, this is cool. So look how it's actually all the way, almost like a doop, like that, and so it's not like glued on, so it's not gonna come off. Mine came off, and then I like just pulled it off, and then it is like and then like wearing a hole in my frame. So that's a nice touch, very, very nice. It is 8-speed with a dial indicator. This is the only one that's gonna come with a dial indicator. Sometimes people are really picky about that, but you can really feel like what you're already doing without having to have that. So it's just the only one that they do that has the dial indicator, but you get less gears because of that, just the level of the bike, the price of it. All right, y'all come test ride. We have a track in the back.
You guys watch, but you got to subscribe.